Imagine a nation known for its gastronomy, its wine, its cheese, its joie de vivre, now in turmoil. Picture the vibrant streets of Paris, the quaint countryside of Provence, the vineyards of Bordeaux, all under a cloud of unrest. The pride and joy of this nation, farmers driven to such desperation that they set their own fields ablaze and march down the streets, their faces etched with dissatisfaction and despair. You might wonder, what could possibly ignite such an upheaval in the heart of France, the land of love and life? The answer lies not in the present but in past, in the pivotal year of 2022 during the French presidential elections. It was a time of high tension and uncertainty, as incumbent President Emmanuel Macron faced stiff competition from Marine Le Pen and Éric Zemmour. Despite the odds, Macron emerged victorious, securing his second term. But the battle was not without its fair share of disputes and discord. The victory, though celebrated by many, was met with resistance and resentment by others, sparking a wave of controversy that continues to reverberate throughout the nation. Emmanuel Macron, facing challenges from Marine Le Pen and Éric Zemmour, won his second term. But his victory was not without its opponents and controversies. Fast forward to 2023, and the discontent has grown into full-blown protests. The farmers of France, the country's economic lifeblood, were wrestling with the implications of President Macron's policies. The key bone of contention was his proposal to raise the retirement age. The suggested increase, while appearing insignificant, was sufficient to stoke the anger of a nation already labouring under modest average monthly state pensions. However, the retirement age issue was just the surface of a deeper crisis. Macron's reforms seemed to disproportionately impact the farming community. Left marginalised, their grievances went unaddressed. The once vibrant fields became arenas of protest, symbols of their struggle for basic rights. The situation escalated with the emergence of blockades, physical manifestation of the farmers' determination. Major roads across France were barricaded with farm machinery and hay bales. A potent message from the farmers to the government: they would not be silenced, they would not be ignored. But one must ponder, is the entire blame to be put on the shoulders of the European Union? The bond that France shares with the EU has always been multidimensional, a maze of connections that one could easily get lost in. The European Union, a political entity comprising of 27 member countries, has its roots deeply intertwined with French Republic. From the ashes of World War II, the European Union arose as a symbol of unity, and France has played a significant role in this story of cohesion. However, over the years, the relationship between the two has become increasingly complicated. This complexity is perhaps best exemplified in the labyrinthine interplay between national and EU-wide policies. French national policies and EU regulations are so intricately interwoven that it becomes almost impossible to discern where one ends and the other begins. A myriad of rules, laws and regulations exist, with some originating from national French law and others from the collective rules of the EU. The French farmers, who are central to our story, seem to be caught in the middle of this complex interplay. Their frustration and anger appear to stem from this confusion. They are left grappling with intricate policies, regulations, and a system that sometimes feels like it is working against them. And yet, interestingly, their fury didn't seem to be aimed at the European Union, an easy target given the elaborate entanglement of rules and regulations. Instead, the farmers' anger seemed to be directed more towards their own government than the EU. To summarise, the farmers' protests in France are a result of displeasure with President Macron's policies, notably the raised retirement age. The strong disagreement has ignited protests, marked by road blockades and confrontations with the law enforcement agencies, escalating it into a significant political predicament. The European Union's role in this turmoil remains nebulous. Regardless, the ire of the farmers primarily targets the national administration. These outcries have potential future ramifications for the French nation, underscoring the widening chasm between the political leadership and its constituents. It also emphasises the necessity for more holistic policies that give due consideration to the welfare of all societal sectors. This ongoing protest is a testament to the pressing need for a balanced approach that accommodates the interests of all, from the urban elite to the rural working class, in governance. As we move forward, the world watches and waits to see how France, a nation known for its resilience and revolutionary spirit, will navigate this turbulent time. Now, let's take a light-hearted detour from our deep dive into socio-political issues. We are about to dig into an interesting food that has been raging for many years. Ever pondered, are French fries really French? This globally loved snack has a contentious past and many theories. Some culinary historians suggest that its roots can be traced back to Belgium. Apparently, Belgians were frying potatoes way back in the 1600s. Other proponents passionately argue that French fries are indeed French. They propose that French in French fries isn't about the origin, but refers to a culinary term. To French is a cooking technique that means to slice into thin strips before frying. So the question remains, are French fries authentically French, or is it a misnomer? Well, the debate continues to simmer with no clear winner. The jury's still out on that one. So keep your ears open for more intriguing insights as we embark further on our fascinating exploration of France's rich culture and history. Now let's delve deeper into an intriguing culinary puzzle that has had food enthusiasts scratching their heads for generations. The origins of the quintessential French fry. Yes, you got it right. Our universally adored fast food may not be as French as we've been led to believe. In our earlier discussions, we presented a compelling argument that the birthplace of this irresistible, crunchy delight might actually be Belgium. However, there's another intriguing facet to this story. The term French in French fries may not be pointing towards the country. Perhaps it's referencing the cooking technique to French, which involves slicing food into thin strips before frying or baking. This implies that irrespective of the actual first frying location, these delectable potato strips could very well be identified as French fries, based purely on their preparation method. Hence, the question persists. Are French fries genuinely French? The debate continues. Stay tuned as we delve further into more fascinating culinary conundrums in our upcoming segment.